Let's start with a question. Have you ever wondered how someone seemingly ordinary could rise to change the course of history? Imagine a quiet town, a simple boy, and a future no one could have predicted. This isn't just any story. It's about a child whose journey would eventually shake the world to its core. But who was he? Let's unravel the mystery. A quiet town with a dark future. Picture a small, peaceful town called Braun am Inn, nestled on the border of Austria and Germany. On April 20th, 1889, a child was born there. It was the kind of place where life moved slowly, where families lived quietly. But this wasn't just any child. His birth would mark the beginning of a tale that would leave an indelible mark on history. What was it about this place? Could growing up near the border of two nations have sparked something in this boy? Something that would later drive his ambitions? Now let's look at his family. He was the fourth of 6 children. His father, a customs officer, was strict and authoritarian, a man who believed in discipline and hard work. In stark contrast, his mother was warm and nurturing, the kind of parent who would do anything to protect her child. This duality created a unique environment. His father demanded compliance, while his mother provided solace. It's easy to wonder, did this mix of harshness and love shape his character in ways even he didn't fully understand? What do you think matters more in shaping a child? Strict discipline or unconditional love? Can a mix of both create conflict in a young mind? As a student, he struggled. He wasn't unintelligent. In fact, he was bright, but he lacked interest in most subjects, except for art. Teachers described him as talented but lazy, someone who didn't take criticism well. Sound familiar? His dream was to become an artist. But his father had other plans. He wanted his son to follow in his footsteps, working in civil service, a future that held no appeal for this boy. Eventually, these clashes led to him dropping out of school at just 16. Imagine the frustration, the feeling of being trapped between your own dreams and others' expectations. Finally free from his father's control after his death, he decided to chase his dream of becoming an artist. He moved to Vienna, a city brimming with culture and opportunity. But life didn't go as planned. The Academy of Fine Arts rejected him twice. They told him he lacked talent in figure drawing, an essential skill. Left with no choice, he painted postcards to make ends meet. These years of rejection and struggle left him bitter, feeling like the world had turned its back on him. And here's the twist. Do you know who this boy was? He wasn't just any aspiring artist. He would one day become Adolf Hitler, a name synonymous with one of the darkest chapters in human history. Question for you. What if he had been accepted into art school? Could history have taken a completely different path? In Vienna, he was exposed to a society full of tension and prejudice. The city was a melting pot, but it was also a place where nationalistic and anti-Semitic ideas were on the rise. Slowly, these ideas began to influence him, planting the seeds of the radical beliefs he would later act upon. The questions left unanswered. By 1913, he left Vienna to avoid mandatory military service in Austria. At this point, he was a man with no clear path, filled with resentment and anger. But little did anyone know, this obscure figure would soon rise to global prominence.